And first and foremost, I just want to say thank you for being on. Very, very grateful for your attention, for your energy, for being here, for showing up. Everything in life, a lot of it is just showing up. Obviously, showing up, then we got to take action, massive, massive amount of action, because without action, then nothing else is going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and start here with the first slide, just to show you guys a little bit of how we got our movement started up. These are the three gals that followed me here 4 years ago on Let's Grow Movement, Thanaidi, Brianna, and Lemaidi. And our friend Brianna just got engaged, actually, so it was really cool being with her over the weekend. But those were the first 3 yeses of our movement. So I just like to start it off with that. And now we're over 2,000 strong. So very, very excited to share. And our vision, this is our vision, right? Our vision is to become a global leader in the real estate industry by partnering with the most productive, innovative, and purpose-driven leaders, which is my favorite part. We are dedicated to driving growth and success for our agents' teams and providing exceptional service to our clients. Something that Glenn Sanford said this morning. He shared a book called it was The Ultimate Question 2.0, The Ultimate Question 2.0. He just shared that book this morning. And he said that the EXP exists to enrich agents' lives. I really like what he said that. I really, really liked what he said. So it really amazing, right? That's really our intention, because when you lead with that, then, everything else, falls into place. So this is our goal. Our goal is to serve 21,000 families, over 10 billion in volume, 10,000 agents strong. And I like to share this weekly as well, because this is something as a reminder that you should be reading your goals as well, weekly, daily, twice a day even. I like to read my goals twice a day, because it just reinforces the possibility of you actually accomplishing the goal, right? If you only see it once a year when you get your year started, then you're going to have one opportunity out of 365. But if you read your goals daily, you got 365 opportunities. You read it twice a day, you got over 700 reminders of what you should be doing. One of the things that I do is that I got a whiteboard in front of my Peloton. So when I hop on in the morning, I'm literally reading my goals every single day. I know what I'm doing, everything, all of the goals, financial, relationships, talking about social media goals, right? I have a 2-10-40 model. You guys have probably seen, I'm doing 2 videos a day, 10 videos a week, 40 videos a month. I'm running a 2-10-40 model for the video production. And by the way, I'm doing those daily. I haven't batched my videos. I haven't done that stuff, because what I'm finding with my content, which I'm really getting, I'm kind of finding my groove, is that every conversation that I'm having, I'm picking up a nugget, or I'm picking up an idea. And then what I do is, like, I get these little one-liners and I'm like, whoa, this is really cool. Like, I'm going to make a video about this. Case in point, I was hanging out with Neil and Ryan. We went to the stairs on Saturday, right? We were like doing this little, we were kind of masterminding, and I'm like, oh, I said, we got to follow up until we achieve the result. And I said that. And then what I did is right after that, I created a video about that. And now that video has been watched, over 1,000 times, right? And that was just a conversation that we had. So that's just to kind of show you guys, content is, you guys are the content, right? So if you guys have a challenge figuring out what you guys are going to talk about, think about the conversations that you're in every single day. Think about the questions that you're constantly getting, and that's a video idea. So our trainings are all designed around productivity, lead generation, skill building, and content creation. We have 10 calls scheduled for the week. And really excited because this week I'm also got invited to speak on a digital stage with the good friend. So let me actually there's a couple people tuning in. But Miss Terry, if we can drop in the trainings for the week into the chat. Terry's done she's doing a phenomenal job of keeping you guys updated. So make sure you guys are getting the newsletter, the text messages and all that good stuff, just so you guys are dialed in. And as leaders, if you have a group of people that you lead, make sure you get them to the trainings as well. Get them plugged in, get them into what we got, because we got a lot of really great things here. So Miss Terry, if you can drop that in there. I don't know if you did that already or not, but drop the trainings into the chat. Oh, yep, you just did that. Awesome. You're amazing. Welcome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. It's exactly when I said it. Boom. There we go. So let me just share it really quick just so you guys can see what we are doing this week. We just had this call with Dream Chasers and Glenn Sanford. We had 173 agents on that one. It was powerful. We also have weekly script and Zoom calls with JJ, Hada, Lily, and Jose. They're doing these trainings Mondays and Thursdays. So make sure you guys are tuning in with that. Expired, right? We had, actually, I'll share expired because it's a pretty large number. Weekly Power Up, which you guys are part of now. We also have our very own Moises out in Bakersfield. Him and his team do 150 transactions a year. Skills Mastery, Monday through Thursday. Powerful stuff from 8:30 to 9:15. And then this is the stage that I'm going to be speaking on with Krista Mayshore. She invited me to speak along with Brent Gove. I'm going to be speaking on Wednesday. So definitely, if you guys want information on that, just click on the link. You guys can get access to that. And then we also have the basic stuff, the contracts, disclosures, right? All the really essentials, Tech Tuesdays with KV Core and social media appraisal with our own very own Richard Dascom, and our content creator mastermind with Monica Singer. This is going to be super powerful. Monica works with celebrity clients. Most of her clients actually you don't even hear about because she actually has to sign NDAs to work with them. So she works with very, very high-end clientele. She's built her business on social media. So this Wednesday at 2:00, make sure you guys tune into the Content Creator Mastermind. Again, we have another class here with JJ and Lily, Monday, Thursday. And then we also have Angel and Patty doing a training on 200 listings a year. How do you get 200 listings a year? And Angel's teaching weekly, just new updated stuff. And then we have Friday listing presentation with Miss Marilu Bailon. She's a listing queen. So those are the trainings that we have lined up for you guys. So let me just go ahead and pull up the slide once again, just so we're back on track. So here we go. Next part, talked about this. Make sure you guys, this also for the leaders, make sure you invite your guests to this training, right? These are going on weekly and I'm learning a lot. I'm learning content creation skills and tips every single week on this class. So make sure you guys tune into this one and share it. I already talked about that. Miss Krista Mayshore, right? This training is, I'm going to be speaking at 8:15 on Wednesday. So if you guys want to go into that digital marketing mastermind series with Krista, that information has already been sent. So this is what happened in the last 7 days, guys, in numbers, right? 7 days, not a week, well, not a month, not a year, a week, right? This is what happened. So we had LA County, we had 799 million in closings. Average days on the market is 48 days, and closings 715 homes in LA County. Average price is 1.1 mil. We had in the last 7 days, 492 homes go into escrow in LA County, and we had 1,024. So we saw an uptick on active listings in LA, 1,024. That's just one county. Now we're going to go to Orange County, 355 actives, 436 pending, 314 closed. Average price point is 1.2 mil, and 48 days in the market, 389 million. So you see that, I mean, I'm doing this stuff weekly, but you guys see there's like, you know, every week it's pretty much very similar, right? Very similar in production every single week. And I like to, you know, keep you guys up to date every 7 days because, again, right, you're staying connected to reality, to what's happening. Active, you have 286. Pending, you got 400 in San Bernardino. 329 closed in the last 7 days in San Bernardino. 494 is the average price. 160 million in volume. And then you got Riverside. Riverside, again, has been a popular city for the last couple of weeks. Actives, we had 620, pendings 582, and closed, we had 444 homes and 280 million in production. In San Diego, again, almost 350 million in volume, pending 577, and actives 452. So again, all of these numbers, all of these stats, right? The question you should ask yourself is, how much market share do I want? How much market share do you want, right? That's the only question you should be asking about. Is there business? Absolutely. Is there properties being listed? Absolutely. Is there properties going under contract? Absolutely, right? So the question again is, how much market share do you want? The next slide, this is what I was talking about, the expireds. We had, I mean, it's the beginning of the month, so we're always see an uptick in expireds. We had 951 homes expire off the market last week. So even though we had all of those phenomenal sales, guess what? We had almost 1,000 properties that went off the market. So those homeowners need your help. So go out there, talk to them, right? We have trainings that are designed to help you to get in front of these customers. So make sure that you're dialing this strategy into your system, that including for sale by owners, neighborhoods. But I just wanted to share that. And at the beginning of the month, we kind of usually see, higher numbers. So the next thing here, EXP stock, we're at $16.86. So also, holding steadily high. I'm very excited of where our company is going. The market cap right now is 2.5 billion. I think that Wall Street really likes, Glenn Sanford being back in the CEO seat, right? He's really shaking things up. So I think that has attributed to it. And then a couple of other initiatives that have been rolled out by EXP. So really exciting stuff. Again, a conversation that we only could have at EXP because we have this beautiful part of being an owner with the company. I actually did a video about that last week, and I was really talking about that. We are owners of this company, right? Not everybody could say that. And as agents, we also are part owners. So now we're going to go into our mortgage update with Mr. Neil Anders. He's going to give us some information that's going to empower us to really be able to contact and communicate with our customers effectively. Mr. Neil, what's going on, bro? What do we got for today?
What's up, Leo? Yes, sir. Thank you so much for letting me come on. And I'm excited. There's a lot of good stuff going on in the market. Want to kind of give you guys a little update for your clients and then maybe a couple of tips or strategies that we found to be very useful. The job reports did come out, came in stronger than initially thought with 517,000 new jobs created, which really started to boost and improve rates. We did give some of that rate improvement back though, with some of the reports coming out from the Bank of England, as well as the European Central Bank, both saying that the risk of over tightening is dwarfed by the risk of doing too little. And they feel that they need to slow the monetary policy to continue to show teeth until inflation moves lower. Now, even though those are European and Bank of England, a lot of their diagnosis and what they see happen in the market sometimes give an indication to our local investors and people that are buying mortgage bonds and whatnot, which affects the yield, which affects the rate. So something to really keep your eyes on. There are some auctions for the 10-year and 30-year mortgage this week. So kind of watch to see there could be some fluctuation with mortgage rates. If you want live updates or in real time, I'll drop my email and phone number in the chat. Call me anytime, email me anytime. I even have a drip system that I send out to a lot of agents that want to subscribe to it. So they're constantly getting these updates. Moving on, I just want to share one strategy. Obviously, when people see rates start to fluctuate, they get nervous and think, I'm going to lose the opportunity to capture more buyers, or, what if the rate goes up a bit and my buyer no longer is interested or can't afford the payment? So just try to always think outside the box. And again, always come to me for help with this sort of thing. Lately, we've been looking at, even if rates go up, how can we save money for the client, maybe in another way? A lot of people are sitting with car payments that are very high. We're showing them how to go in and do a refinance, bring that payment way down and be able to save money. We also have strategically lined ourselves up with some of the best partners out there. So remember, it's not just the mortgage payment. Think of other debts that we can help save the client money to offset that higher payment, like their homeowner's insurance. Have some amazing companies that we've networked with that offer very, very low prices. The rate goes up and the person loses 40, 50 bucks in payment. But if we can get that back or most of it by adjusting their insurance policy, maybe we can still make it a win. Another really hot topic right now up until April is helping people with solar. Again, we've networked, we've got companies that we can refer your clients to. They'll even cut you a check for sending them a referral, very large checks most of the time. But the key thing is being able to show these clients with no money out of pocket how to cut their energy savings by maybe 70%. So even if you go up in payment $50, $75 on the mortgage, but you can show them how to cut their assumed electric bill by 150 or 200, maybe we still make the numbers work. So we look at everything. We look at the credit report. We try and condense debt. We see if we can save on energy, on home insurance, anything we can to make the overall numbers and package work for the client. So just something I want to share here with you, Leo, and I will drop my information in the chat.
You got it, Mr. Neil. Thank you so much for bringing that heat weekly. Thank you so much. And make sure you guys reach out to Neil for any sort of questions you guys may have. Again, right? Every single person you introduce in the transaction is a reflection of you. So you got to make sure that you're introducing them to somebody that's not going to give them, less superior, service and energy and all that good stuff. So thank you, Neil, for bringing that heat. Appreciate you. And the next part of the conversation that we're going to have right now is the topic that I have for the week, which I sent it out in the newsletter. You got to take full responsibility for everything, right? You got to take full responsibility for absolutely everything, your results, your life, right? And, for your health, right? I mean, we can't allow outside things to really tell us, oh, well, the interest rates are not there, or the market is whatever, the news said this, and whatever topic that you choose to focus on, you always got to remember that what you're giving your attention to is growing, right? A lot of the times we like to think that, oh, we think about, what we want. And then when we think about what we don't want, we think that that's not creating our reality, but the unconscious has no separation, it has no judgment, and it can't tell whether you're focusing on something that you want or you don't want. For the mind, it's the same thing. So if you focus on the negative, the stuff that's not working, guess what? You're going to continue to get more and more and more of that. We have so many different thoughts every single day that the one thing that you really got to, really get yourself to is creating that muscle to where you can actually create a separation from the thoughts and yourself, right? And I do that through meditation and, doing other things. That way you could actually think about what you're thinking about, right? And really start to become aware of that. But I want to get you guys into a place, right, in this conversation. I know that you guys are here. You guys are taking full responsibility because you guys are showing up, right? Like you guys are saying, hey, I'm committed. I'm showing up. I'm developing myself. I'm committed to learning and staying up to date. So that is taking full responsibility, right? But really it is, that has been for me one of the most important things that I've learned throughout my career. And it's made a difference in my leadership. It's made a difference in every area of my life, because there's not a single person or a single agency that could say, you know what, it was because of that person or that agency that I didn't do anything. I didn't accomplish the result. You always got to get yourself into the driver's seat. You always got to take that responsibility for yourself. And even when stuff doesn't work out, guys, that's the hard part, right? The hard part is not just, you can take full responsibility when everything's working out really well, right? It's like, yay, you know what? Everything's working out. Yeah, I'm a genius. I'm getting all the results. I'm getting the everything that I want. But what happens when shit hits the fan? When stuff doesn't work out the way that you want it to, right? You're also responsible for that. You're also responsible for that, right? Because you're responsible how you react. One of the things that I talked about was that responsibility. If you really break down the word responsibility, it's your ability to respond. That's what responsibility means. It's not like a morality type thing. It's literally, do I have the ability to respond? And I think it's a great idea to say, yes, I do have the ability to respond. And I think if your heart is beating in your chest right now, you have the ability to respond to any situation, to any circumstance, right? Obviously, we can't control the cards that we're dealt. That we can't control. We can't control the interest rates. We can't control the market. We can't control the buyers. We can't control the sellers. We can't control outside circumstances. But this is what we can control and we can take full responsibility for. How we react, how we show up, how do we interact, right? And when, again, something is coming our way that's negative, how do we transmute that energy, and how can we look at the gift that's being given to us, and how can we make that and turn it into something that could benefit not only yourself, but the other person or the other, transaction, whatever the case is. So get yourself in the driver's seat, take full responsibility. Your ability to respond is everything. And that's really what's going to get you to the ultimate success, right? That's one of the things that I constantly look for. When stuff hits the fan, I'm like, okay, how can I be responsible? What can I have done better? And how can I move forward? And how can I put systems and structure into place so this sort of thing doesn't happen again? Because I always learn. That's one thing that I always do. I always learn. You want to have a growth mindset. And I also posted something about this. Just don't go through things, grow through things. You got to grow through them. You got to grow through them. What are the lessons? What are the lessons? What are the gifts? What are the gifts? Cool. So that's a conversation I wanted to talk to you guys about this week. And your focus, it's repetitive, right? It's all the time. It's every week. You got to have a powerful morning routine. That's how you're going to kick off. That's how you're going to be able to respond to situations in life, by getting yourself into a powerful morning routine. And I'm not saying you should do whatever makes you feel good. Do whatever makes you feel good. For me, what makes me feel good is movement. What makes me feel good is, getting out there, walking my dog, having the sun shine in my face first thing in the morning. I love that. That makes me feel really good. And then I get on my Peloton, or I go on the stairs, or I, do some cardio. I do something to get my blood flowing. That makes me feel good. So do things that make you feel good, and then read something, listen to something, journal, right? You got to do those kind of things, and really don't consume any sort of media for as much as you possibly can in the morning. That way your creativity can really shine through, and you can really capture some of your ideas and really create your day. That way you can get ahead of it. And also visualize, right? Visualize. One of the things I started to visualize and I've been really intentional about it, is to have an inbound flow of business, right? Like a lot of the times we got to I got to do this many calls. I got to do this many, dials, and I got to do this many follow-up. One of the things I've been really focusing on is like people calling me. Everybody calls me. Everybody wants to talk to me. Appointments just show up in my calendar, right? And it's so awesome because it's happening. I like literally this morning, I woke up, first thing I had a message from somebody that I've never met, somebody that is not even a friend. And on Facebook, just ended up sending me a message to say, hey, Leo, I'm considering partnering with EXP. I see your stuff. I found your profile and I would like to join. And I got in a conversation with this gentleman. We talked for about 3 minutes and he's like, hey man, I've been researching you. He was like, what are the next steps? And I said, our next steps. He's like, oh, so you mean to tell me you want me to I just want to be clear. I said, do you want me to send you over the application? Do you want to talk a little bit more? She's like, well, I'm pretty much ready for the application, but I do have some basic questions. I'm like, okay, cool. What time are you available? Are you available today? So I ended up setting the appointment for today for 1 o'clock. So again, use your mindset to expect appointments coming to you, expect customers to come to you, right? You don't necessarily have to do just the outbound, but attract those customers to you, because you can, right? You just have to allow yourself to think like that. Grow your personal brand, guys. Continue to grow your personal brand. I think that also is a direct reflection of me putting myself out there consistently, right? Continuing to putting out content that's relevant, that because people can experience who I am through my videos, right? And then I show up to the conversation. Then I'm, obviously don't be somebody that you're not, right? Continue to be who you are, but let that shine through on your social media marketing. Even Glenn Sanford this morning, he talked about that. He's like, we got to amplify our brand online. He said this new wave of movement that's happening, it's happening digitally. So we got to really, really focus in on that. Share your goals for accountability, prospect. And last week I talked about this book, and I want to bring it back up because I'm not done with this book. And it also talks about morning routines, the 5 a.m. Club with Robin Sharma. I love everything Robin Sharma related, actually. I mean, the Everyday Hero Manifesto is one of my favorite books. But this book, I'm really enjoying it, guys. I'm really enjoying this 5 a.m. Club book. I really recommend it. I want you guys to, obviously read whatever you want, but this one is really powerful. I mean, he talks about obviously waking up at 5, but if your clock is not saying 5 o'clock is for you, then do whatever you want, but just get up extra early so you have the opportunity to gift that time to yourself first before you start to interact with people second, right? So this is going to get you ahead of the game. So question is, what are you going to create this week? How many listings are you going to sign? How many open escrows? How many closings? How many agents are you going to attract, right? Or how many listing calls are you going to receive? How many open escrows are you going to get emails from, right? Like saying, hey, we're opening escrow. How many closings, right? Intend on it. You make sure you focus on that. And who I am is the possibility of being extraordinary and powerful. Those are the 2 words that I'm using for the week, right? Again, words create world. So you want to make sure that you choose some words, a theme, like the theme for 2023 for me is prosperity unleashed. So everything I do, it's about prosperity being unleashed in every category of my life. No limitation whatsoever. Everything. I want everything. So that's what I want to talk about there. And that is it. I like to make these conversations 30 minutes or less. That is the conclusion. Again, thank you guys for tuning in, listening into this conversation. You will receive the replay via email and via text. And, you know, my intention is that this week for you is filled with magic and miracles, and that you get everything you want, and that you receive expected results and even unexpected results. All right, guys. So that'll be it for today. Thank you so much. Let's create an amazing day. And I will see you guys on the Content Creator Mastermind on Wednesday. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you.
Thanks, Will. Keep crushing it.
I want to ask
Yes.
a question about scripts.
Yes. Scripts.
Ready to go in with Neil with the fist and sorry.
Yeah.
So I was on the Dreamcatchers Zoom earlier today with Glenn, and that was great. And something that spoke to me was the scripts. I haven't really seen too much about that. I just wanted to know if you have a recommendation as to what to go to or follow or
Yeah. What I would say is go to the train. There's a training that Mo is doing basically daily, Monday through Thursday. Go to the scripts training that we have. Here, let me pull it up. Actually, it's in the chat. Go ahead and click on the link on the chat. That's already in there. So there's 4 days a week. Moises is doing classes, and then also follow Marilu. Marilu also does a scripts training as well. So I'd say plug in her training. She has one that she's doing on Friday, but she does stuff daily. And then also Lily and Jose and JJ Hara, they also do script stuff. So I think actually those 3 different people, right? Moises, and it's JJ and also Marilu. They're all doing scripts training, and they also have scripts that they're giving out on the classes, and they kind of like practice one of them on a weekly basis. Yeah, so that's what I would say.
thank you.
All right, cool, awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys later. Peace.